everyone, this is Dave from Geekanoids, and this is my full review of the Blackberry World 9900, also known as the Dakota. Now in this video I'm going to be covering off my likes and dislikes about the handset. Before I do that, I'll just let you know that you can pick this up on various contracts. This particular one is a SIM-free unlocked model. It's available from Clove Technology or clove.co.uk, and it's going to cost you just under £500 for an unlocked model. Now let's cover off the things I do like first of all. I really like the new touchscreen. Very nice. Nice and responsive as well. You can skip through your favourites, media, downloads, frequently used apps, and you can dive into all of your applications and then scroll through the list. So that works really well. Very responsive, and it's a joy to use a touchscreen on something other than a larger screen device. It makes a nice refreshing change. I also like the responsiveness. 1.2 GHz processor in here, 768 megabytes of RAM and 8 gigabytes of internal storage. Now this screen resolution is a capacitive touchscreen. It's very crisp as well. It's got some nice smoothness to the sort of text that you see on the screen. 287 ppi, so that gives a nice pixel density on the screen. What else do I like? Well, the thinness. Look at this. This is just 10.5 millimeters thick. If I turn it around the back as well, I really do like this carbon fibre effect back. And you just pull this off to reveal the battery. If I can get this off, here we go. So this reveals the battery. Now the battery is not as powerful as in previous Blackberries. We're down to a 1230 milliamp hour battery in this phone, so a slightly lower rated battery, but in my tests I've been getting, and I just heard the camera go off there, in my tests I've been getting roughly about a day and a half usage between charges on this handset. Something else I really do like is this physical keyboard. It's a backlit keyboard, so it will light up those numbers and letters when you're in dark conditions, but it's a nice refreshing change to have a physical keyboard. It's very well spaced, slight raised profile to each of the keys. Let's just show you it in action. No, I don't think that's bad. Alright, I've made a spelling mistake here, but a very nice experience using this physical keyboard. As I say, you can access the numbers and the symbols by hitting various keys. If I wanted to do a capital letter here, then I would click this and it would give me capitals. If I want to do the alternative symbols, such as the semicolon here, I hit the Alt button and then the semicolon. And if I want to bring up the symbols, I hit the symbol button just down here, and you've got access to all of the symbols. So very easy to use. Let me just go back out to my home screen, and I'm going to show you now Blackberry World. Let's go into here and then into Blackberry World. Now this is getting better. This is the selection of apps available for your Blackberry World 9900, and it is a big improvement over the previous selection, and you can sweep through using the touchscreen. We've got featured apps up the top here. Very nice. We can also actually search for apps, so let's perhaps go in here and we'll type in Twitter. So I'm looking for a Twitter application, and now it's searching for those Twitter apps. And although things have got better, you're still limited. For example here, Twitter, this is the official app from RIM. It was okay, didn't enjoy it that much. I've started using Uber Social for Twitter, which is much better. I'm going to show you that up and running in a minute. And this is your selection of apps. This is it. I can't scroll down anymore, so we've got a choice of 4. So you can sort of see that you are limited, but there are a good selection of apps available for most tasks that you want to do. Let's go back out. I mentioned that Uber Twitter. Let's go back out to my home screen and let's start Uber Twitter up. and you can see the interface from Uber Twitter. So this is what Uber Twitter looks like, and you can scroll through the various tweets. You can also use the touchscreen to scroll through as well, and we can also go all the way back up to the top and perhaps go across and just look at our @. So these are our mentions, and again we can scroll through, choose one to reply to, and really keep up to date with our Twitter activity. Now, one of the things I don't like on the Blackberry 9900 is this 5 megapixel camera. Yes, it has got a flash, but it is fixed focus and not autofocus. Now, they say they had to do this to be able to fit it within the 10.5mm thin handset, but it is not very good at all. Here we can see I've got my little model here. People are telling me I should give this a name, which I will do in a future video. But you can't tap to focus because there is no autofocus. If you go too close, you're going to end up with a blurred picture. You need to get that distance just right to actually get a picture out of this, and then we tap to take the picture. Tap the camera icon again, we can take another one. Let's put the flash to auto, probably won't need it. So we've got no flash, and then let's set one to having the flash to fire. And there we go. And then once that's done, we can go into our photos, and here we can see the results. Medium at best. Look, even when we go in here, we got our studio lights coming in from either side, and a lot of noise. Not very good at all. Let's have a look at this one. This was the very first one, probably the best out of the three, but the definition is not that great. Probably one of the worst cameras I've used over the past few months in the Blackberry 9900. It does also shoot 720p video, and I'm not going to show you that on screen. It's acceptable, but not fantastic. So, will I swap to using the Blackberry 9900? Well, it is a really nice handset, I must give it that. For me, I like the apps and a full screen app experience of the iPhone 4. I also prefer the browsing as well on the iPhone 4. I think it gives that more sort of fully featured browser experience. I will show you the browser on this. Let me just go into the browser and I'll show you the Geekanoids website. Let's go here and type in Geekanoids. And it is a good browser. It is a very good browsing experience for a handset that offers up this sort of split keyboard and screen. But for me, I just like a bigger screen to do my browsing on. Let's just have a look here. It does also support Flash within the browser as well, so I can play these little videos back. But this is the Geekanoids website, almost loaded up. Here we go. Let's start scrolling. A little bit of checkerboard in there. But overall, very good. You can obviously pinch to zoom whilst you're in the browser. You can play these videos. You can see the layout of my website nicely. So it is a good browsing experience, and pretty good as well. You do get the odd bit of checkerboarding, but not too much. It is more than acceptable. So the browsing's okay on this. I think where the Blackberry really wins favour with a lot of people is in the Blackberry Messenger app. So you've got that sort of text-like communication with your friends and family. Also responding to emails, very good again. Synchronization between the sort of email service and the handset, absolutely superb. So very, very good as a business communications tool. But if you're looking for something that's going to give you some entertainment as well, you're probably going to be looking elsewhere. There are a lot of fans of Blackberry. If you are looking for a top-end Blackberry handset, then the Blackberry Bold 9900 is certainly one to definitely recommend. It is a stunning quality piece of kit. It's just not for everyone. The build quality is really good, but you've got to be a Blackberry fan to want to pay just under £500 or a hefty contract to get the Blackberry Bold 9900. For me, I'm going to stay with my iPhone 4 or the iPhone 5 when it comes out, or the iPhone 4S, depending on what they call it. For the rest of you, if you're looking for something a little bit different, this is worth checking out. Well, thank you very much for watching this video. Please do subscribe, and I'll see you all again in the next video.